and just let the wrists go floppy on the end of your arms. And just start to give them a shake, a very relaxed shake, like they're just loose. And then extend that flop up into the elbows and up to the shoulders and right up into the shoulder blades, just really loose. I can think of letting tension go. Now, if your balance is good, you can keep the hands moving and then pick up one of your feet and just using the ankle, just start that looseness at the ankle and let it extend up into the knee and then right up into the hip. So we're really loosening up all the joints of the leg. If you need to, just hold on to something for balance. And then come to the other leg. Just first of all the ankle, then the knee, and then the whole hip, just really loose. And coming back to standing. And then we can do a motion where you keep your left foot on the ground and step forward with your right, your arms up, and then step back with the right. So the left foot just stays on the ground. Doing just a lovely stretch, just being comfortable. There's no particular way you need to reach. Just want to start warming up our joints. And then you can pause and then keeping the right foot now still, we can just move backwards and forwards, warming up the spine and the shoulder blades. And then we want to do some rotations. Let's just start twisting from the hips. Very gentle, whatever's comfortable for you. If it's comfortable, you can then swing a little bit harder. And as you swing, you might turn your left foot out, and your right coming up onto the ankle. Keeping your balance. Just to warm up the spine. And then pausing. And now just bring your hands together. If you bring them quite close, you'll feel warmth from one palm in the other. There's this sense of warmth. And if you bring them apart, as if you're holding a ball. If you like, you can imagine this ball is a ball of energy and you're going to move it around you. And we'll move it in a figure of 8. So just start in front of you, making a figure of 8 in front of your heart. And then in your own way and in a way that's comfortable, just start moving that figure of 8 in the space around your body, twisting and moving in any way that's comfortable, bending the knees. You can go down low, come up high. You just keep making figure of 8s all around. Whatever way is comfortable for you, but really working with your own body so there's no stress, there's no strain. As a teacher, one of my teachers once said, no pain, no pain. And then slow that down in front of your heart. Move from the warm-ups in to EBR1, Energy Block Release 1. And this sequence is designed to move all the joints of the spine and many of the joints of the body through a range of motions. And in doing so, just pay attention to the sense of what's happening in the body and see what happens. Reflect on the difference at the end from at the beginning. So to start, just come into a nice tall pose with the knees soft, joints soft, hips aligned and shoulders aligned over the ankles in a aligned upright posture. Some people like to imagine there's a thread from the top of the head pulling themselves tall. Lift the shoulders up and drop them back in their little pockets. And relax. When you've found that posture, start to rock back and forwards. Your weight just comes forward onto the balls of your feet, back onto the heels. Not so far that you overbalance. Very subtle motion. And while doing that, pay attention to what's going on in your feet, in your ankles. You may even notice the muscles in your legs, almost all the way up to your shoulders, as they adjust to keep your balance as you rock forwards and backwards. Then coming to a halt, we're now going to do rotations. So coming forward onto your balls and then to one side, on the side of the feet, then back to the heels, round to the other side, forward and around. And again, paying attention to what changes in the body, particularly focus on the ankles. We've been around 3 times, pausing at the front and then turn in the other direction, side, back, side, front. Keeping the rest of the body upright but relaxed. And coming back into the center, find a balanced place where your weight is evenly between the balls and the heels. Knees are soft, arms are relaxed. Then place your hands in front of you so you can just see them in your peripheral vision. Bringing the right hand up above the head. I'm going to lean to the side. I'm going to gentle stretch to the side, rotating the hands through a circle, gentle stretch to the other side. And as you come vertical, imagine stacking the vertebra one at a time until you're vertical. Hands come around on an in-breath, and on the out-breath, gently leaning over to the side. One more each side, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting hands come down. Bringing hands up the center of the body. Takes you breathe in. Place the palms backwards and stretch up. And if you're comfortable, come up onto your toes and stretch. Breathing out, coming down. Till you get to shoulder level. And then forming the hands, just bringing the fingers and the thumb together, pointing them out sideways and without overextending the arms, flicking. The elbows don't lock. And imagine, if you will, you're flicking away anything that's not serving you. Emotions you no longer need, tensions that no longer serve you, beliefs that are no longer useful. And then hands come down to the side. Now, I'm going to rotate the wrists and the arms, so palms forward, palms back. And let that motion, even starts in the knees, goes all the way into the shoulder blades. And then the arms can start to rise up. You can coordinate your breath with the motion. If it's uncomfortable, you don't need to bring your hands to the horizontal. Again, taking care of yourself. Then pausing and looking into the right palm with the left palm down. And then like you're wringing out a towel, bring the left palm up and the right palm down. So breathing in and out. You might start to feel a warm sensation in the back of the shoulders. If that's not pleasant, then lower the arms, but otherwise continue to rotate and twist like you're wringing out the towel. And then lowering the arms, maintaining the twists. Pausing, hands come up to the shoulders, bending the knees, and as you breathe in, hands come up and around to open the chest and breathe out. Open the chest and out. Then pause and go in the other direction 3 times. And bringing the attention to the neck. We're going to do some neck movements. First of all, just drop the chin and let the neck roll forward as your chin comes to your chest. Not forcing anything, just comfortably. And then imagine stacking the vertebrae of your neck and leaning a little back. Again, chin comes down, unfold the neck vertebra. And stack them up again. So we can go sideways, letting the chin come to the shoulder, coming up, almost moving it horizontally first, and then down. And again, stay comfortable, don't do anything that's not comfortable for you. Finally rotating the neck, so keeping the chin horizontal and twisting around to the right, not too far and not hard, just what's comfortable. Breathing in and breathing out. And then pausing. I'm going to do a spinal twist. So bringing the hands up, just moving the feet a little bit apart for balance. Hands up in front of the heart in a circle. And we're going to rotate. I'm going to rotate to the left, starting at the hips, keeping my hands where they are, just one vertebra at a time. My spine twists, and then keeping the left hand where it is, running the right hand up the arm onto my shoulder. Looking. And I can come back. Do the same on the other side, starting at the hips, twisting one vertebra at a time in a wave up the spine. Right hand stays where it is, left hand traces up to the shoulder. Now, next time you can rotate. I'm going to rotate my left foot and do this with the breath. I'm going to breathe in and out. Breathing in back to the front, right foot turns out. Breathing out. Again, only twisting as far as is comfortable. One more. Coming back to center. Hands on the back of the hips. Almost stretching up, lengthening the spine and just leaning back very slightly, just as comfortable, and then forward bend, just to 20 degrees, bend the knees and unroll the spine from the base. Breathing out, coming forward a little bit further, unroll the spine, bend the knees. And you want to go down to being horizontal, bending the knees. If this is as far as is comfortable for you, don't go any further. But if you're comfortable, you can move into a forward bend. You relax the arms. And you can just move the legs a little bit as you flop into a forward position. Widen the stance and turn the right foot out. Then you can stretch over that leg. No need to keep the leg straight. You can bend the leg so the stretch is comfortable for you. And if this is not comfortable, you could sit on a chair and do the same thing. Coming back to the center, walking the feet back in, bending the knees, unfolding the spine. Last motion is coming down into a squat, or if you're on a chair, you can just bend forward. Putting the hands on the floor, bring the hands up, turn them to the floor, straighten the legs. Back down into the squat. We'll repeat that 3 times. Breathing out. Let's just do one more. Then bending the knees, coming up, returning to that upright posture, shoulders back. Pulling us tall. And just take a moment to notice your body. What are you feeling? What sensations? I'm feeling some tingles in my palms. What emotions would you say you're experiencing? And notice what you're thinking. Just take a moment to be still. And when you're ready, thank you. Let's just go back to our day.